Hello everyone, this is Tiffany here. Thank you for tuning in. This is my 8.5 month update video. So you guys are going to be hearing a lot about what's been happening between my last video and today. Before I even get started, I want to wish all of you guys a Happy New Year. My last video was right before Christmas. It was Christmas Eve. So hope all of you guys are starting off on a good note, and it's been positive. For me, it's been a little up and down, but it's mostly been positive, so we're going to focus on that in this video. Just to get started, let's start with my weight. I was sleeved on May 3rd, 2013, and I weighed in at 383 pounds. As of today, January 19th, 2014, I now weigh 250 pounds, so that is a 133-pound weight loss. I'm just going to be quiet because we need to just bask in that. We need to let that sink in. That's 133 pounds in 8.5 months, guys. I kid you not, when I got on the scale, I think a tear slid out of my eye because I didn't expect to have lost anything in these past couple weeks, and I'll tell you why in just a moment. But before I get into that, I just want to let all of you guys know that I am moving to New York. I got into grad school. Yes, I know. This is just a bundle of good news for you guys today. I think you should be a lot more happier than I am, just because it's me. No, I'm kidding. I need to stop being conceited. This is serious business. Okay, honestly though, I got into grad school. I got into the only grad school I applied to. I got into the only grad school that I pretty much really visited, that I took the time to visit. This is amazing for me because I feel like a loser all the time. I feel like nothing good ever happens to me. I've always felt that way, and my sister and I, we both make jokes about it. We're like, oh, we're never like winners about anything. But I feel like a winner. I felt like a winner when I got that letter in the mail saying, you know, Tiffany Daniel, congratulations, you have been accepted. I felt like a winner. That feeling is so magnificent. The feeling of achievement, the feeling of accomplishment. It's like, wow, it's refreshing to not be turned down or to not feel like you're not good enough. I felt all of that. When I got my letter, I was crying. I mean, like I was bawling because I couldn't believe that, you know, this was happening. It was such a blessing, I felt like. I'm moving to New York. Like, I think I've wanted to move to New York before I was even thought of, like before I was conceived. I wanted to be in New York. It's like surreal. It's surreal, the feeling that I'm feeling right now. I'm so blessed. I'm so happy. And I have, my whole family lives there, as I mentioned in my last video. And I've made some friends through this whole process, through this whole journey. So they're there as well. So it's not like I'm going to go there without having a couple people that I can call up and say, hey, you want to hang out? I am fortunate enough to have a few people that I can say I am going to be more than comfortable to be with when I get up there. So that's the good news, number one. So as most of you guys know, I don't know if I mentioned it, but now you'll know. I've been traveling this past week. I went to various cities in Florida. I live in Florida, so I kind of drove up to Atlanta and made a few pit stops along the way, and then I went to Texas to visit my best friends, to visit friends that I've made through once again through this journey. I told myself that because I'm documenting this, I want to be able to meet people throughout the world. I want to be able to meet different people going through the same thing as I am. And if we happen to have a connection, if we make friends, you know, we become friends along the way, then I want to meet these people. And so that's like one of my main goals in 2014 is to meet as many different people as I can who can relate to me, who can relate to this journey, who can relate to the new person that I am becoming, the new person that I am now. And so I was fortunate enough to be able to do that this past week. I met like 3 to 4 people that I have become really good friends with. And so that was definitely very nice. I learned a lot. I lived. Oh man, I learned. I definitely had some experiences, and I am so thankful for it because I think I needed this trip in order to kind of direct me into where I needed to go. And so now that I am back home, I just got back home today. Now that I'm home, I am so ready to kind of kick things back into gear. I'm ready to continue to meet people, continue to make friends, and just kind of like branch out because this is what I'm about now. I used to be very introverted in a way, and so now I'm trying to just be out there and to hopefully make a difference and to meet great people along the way. So, with that being said, I kind of didn't take my eating seriously because I don't know, I was vacationing. Like, that's the last thing I was kind of worried about. I did try to make an emphasis, like, I did try to emphasize on protein. You know, if I had breakfast, I would make sure I had eggs, and then, you know, for lunch, I made sure there was something, you know, with protein. But I didn't follow that, like, verbatim. It wasn't, I was not strict with it. And so, I remember weighing in right before my trip. I weighed in at around 262, 263. I'll say 263. And so I told you guys today that I weighed 250 pounds. So between the beginning of my trip to the end of my trip, I managed to lose 13 pounds. We're just going to have a moment there. 13 pounds. 13 pounds. When I went to New York, I think I lost 5 pounds on my trip. And I didn't worry about my eating then either. I think I was so happy that I lost 5 pounds. But I lost 13 freaking pounds. That's amazing. And it's funny because I went out to lunch with one of my friends, and he was chastising me about you know, kind of falling off track with my eating. He had every reason to. So I'm not upset that he did that, but it's just like neither one of us knew that in reality that bread that I was stuffing in my mouth was helping me lose weight. It's corny that I'm saying this, but it's true. It's just like I was eating bread, I was eating just junk. I don't want to say junk, but I was not really paying much attention to what I was eating. I think I was just so focused on other things that were happening in the midst of me traveling. So I didn't put much emphasis on what I was eating, and I was losing weight the whole time. And so when I came home today, my mom looked at me and my mom was just like, "Oh, come to me. Oh, I missed you. You know, you look skinny." And she always says this. I think she says this like every hour on the hour. So I was just like, "All right, whatever, mom." But before I did this video, I was like, let me get on the scale because I hadn't gotten on the scale in more than a week. And so when I noticed that I dropped down all this weight, the feeling was amazing. It's like good news, good news, good news, good news, just coming along, trotting along. And I am almost in the 240s. Like I'm almost in the 240s. Like my goal weight, I really want to get under, I want to get to 199. Like I want to get to 199 so I can say like I'm in the 100s. And then I can continue from there. But that's like my next goal is to get in the 100s, like 199, 198. And I'm just getting closer and closer. And then it's surreal because the more I lose weight, the further away I am from being in the 300s where I was for the majority of my life. And it's the best feeling in the world. I don't know if all of you guys can relate to that. I'm sure most of you guys can relate, but it's like the more you lose weight, the more you drop, you're further and further away from your starting weight. And it's like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. The feeling is phenomenal. I'm tearing up just thinking about the fact that I'm no longer close to 400 pounds. I'm closer to 100s. I'm closer to the 100s. It's like, is this happening? Is this happening to me out of all people? Because I feel like nothing good ever happens. This is happening. I'm actually succeeding at this. And like, I have slacked off. I'm not going to vouch and say I have been sticking to some strict diet, which is what allowed me, you know, for the past, I'd say month, I've been, you know, up and down. I've really been up and down, and it's mostly because I've been super busy. I've been super involved in different things. A lot has been going on with my home life, work life. So I've definitely been, um, my mind has been elsewhere, to put it simply. So the fact that I'm still losing weight is just like, oh my gosh. Yeah, I really, honest to God, I thought I was going to jump on the scale and see I was in the 270s. I thought I was going to gain some weight. I um I never thought that I would have seen that I was in the 250s. Never. So that is definitely great news, I think, for me. It's amazing. I feel good. I feel great. Um, this is the way for me to start the year. I've definitely already had bumps in the road in 2014, but this is a great, great way for me to kind of get back into the swing of things, getting back into my routine, my regimen, my lifestyle, the lifestyle that I've become adapted to, the lifestyle I've become comfortable with. I've kind of fallen back. I've noticed that I've been kind of eyeing McDonald's a lot more, Burger King. I've been a lot more lenient about what I've been putting into my mouth because, like I told you guys in the last video, I'm no longer getting sick. So, knock on wood, you know, I'm not dumping like I used to. I am not feeling sick. My stomach isn't feeling like it's in a dumpster. Like it's not feeling sick at all. I'm not feeling an impact. My body isn't impacted as easily as it once was when I would put something in that was just not good for my stomach. So now my sleeve is becoming a lot more comfortable with just about everything. And so that's a little bit scary because I relied on the fact that I got sick on certain foods. I relied on it. So I would know not to eat certain things because my stomach would reject it. But now that it's not rejecting it, my mind is almost telling me it's okay to eat this because now you're not feeling sick. So I definitely kind of need to retract these bad habits that I'm starting to form. I do think that I need to kind of get back into the swing of things. I did mention that in my last video, and I actually had someone wrote a comment, and I believe in my previous video about kind of just being careful about falling off track and then staying off track, which is, I mean, I agree with her 150%, and I'm so happy that she wrote that comment to me because it's so easy to, once you get to a certain point in your weight and you're starting to feel good about yourself and you're comfortable with the numbers, it's easy to fall off track and to stay off track because you've become complacent. To put it, you know, in plain words, you've become just, you adjust to who you look like or what you look like, and you forget about the hard work. You forget about the fact that you're not there yet. You're not at goal. It's like you're not at goal. So you forget, and I felt like I was starting to forget that I still have a little bit of weight that I still want to lose. I'm not 150%, I'm not 100% happy with how I look now. So this weight loss, this dramatic drop in weight has definitely kicked me in gear because now not only do I not want to gain it back, I don't want to gain it back, I want to keep the momentum going. It's like if I was able to drop all that weight, I want to keep it going. So if I have to work out, if I have to, you know, I'm willing to do whatever it takes in order for me to be in the 240s and then the 230s and then the 220s. You know, it's like until I get smaller and smaller and smaller. So I'm definitely feeling that kick that I needed a kick, and I felt like I got it. Jumping on the scale today, that was the kick that I needed. So that's definitely what is going on right now. I know a lot of people have been asking me, I've gotten so many emails. A lot of people are asking me, how is life 8.5 months out or like this far along? Like I said, it's easier. It's definitely much easier, but it's getting harder at the same time because you've lost so much weight. You're looking much better. You're feeling so good. And it's so easy to just kind of neglect some of the practices that you adopted in order to help you lose the weight in the first place. And then it's easy because it's easy to maintain yourself. Um, I am a lot more comfortable with not touching or eating certain things, although I have slacked off, but I'm a lot more comfortable. It's like I don't have to try hard. I don't feel like I'm on a diet. You know, I don't feel like I am restricting myself like I felt like I was earlier in the beginning. I know I was restricting myself a lot before so that I can lose all this weight, so that I can lose as much weight as I could fast. But now that I have lost as much as I have, I feel like a regular person. Like I'm eating a salad, or I'm eating chicken, or I'm eating this, or I'm eating that, and I'm okay. It's not as hard. I'm adjusting more to my VSG lifestyle. I'm adjusting more. I know what I can eat. I know what I want to eat. I know what I shouldn't eat. It's nice. I'm adjusting to my loose skin. I wore a sleeveless shirt on purpose just so I can show you guys. It's still the same. I still feel like I have wings, but it's okay. I'm adjusting to it. It is what it is. It's not permanent. It's temporary. I can definitely get these, you know, cut off, so it's not like a huge deal as it once was for me when I first dropped like a dramatic amount of weight. So that's how things are. I think 8 months post-op. I feel normal. I feel like a regular, you know, regular person. It's day-to-day life is not as hard as it used to be. And it wasn't very hard for me before, but I know for some people it's a bit difficult because you're adjusting to not eating as much as you used to. You're adjusting to not being able to consume the same amount of food, the same type of food. So for me, I was okay. After the first month, I think, after the first month post-op, there we go, I I got it quick. I was like, whoa, I know I can't eat this, I can't eat that. It's going to make me sick. I left a lot of things behind me, and I haven't kind of gone back, you know, except for bread. Bread! Why? Why? I'm addicted to bread, guys. I mean, I can only do like 2 or 3 bites of it, but those 2 or 3 bites are heaven. There's, I need to work on that. I'm not gonna lie. I need to work on the bread. I need to work on carbonated drinks. I'll be the first person to say I will down a soda in seconds, okay? I will down it. I am having such a hard time with carbonated drinks. I'm working on it. I haven't had one in quite some time. Well, okay. I haven't had one in like 2 days. But these are the things I'm going to be working on. Like I said, this weight loss that just happened, I'm back on it. I'm back on it, and I'm serious. I'm very serious because I feel like I needed this fire. It just lit under me, and I'm feeling good about it. So I'm hoping that in the next couple months, I'll be able to tell you guys that I've been able to kind of cut out or cut off some of the habits that I started to form, the bad habits I started to form, because it's so easy to kind of backtrack. It's so easy to fall into the habit. You may not fall all the way back how you used to be, but there are things that you enjoy, and you just start to eat them more and more and more. And so bread is one of those things. And drinking soda. And it's funny because I never cared for soda like pre-op. I never cared for it. I never drank soda like that. But all of a sudden, I'm just like, I see a can, and my eyes are like, I'm like, I need to have that in my throat. I need to have that in my esophagus. It needs to just, soda, so good. Okay, seriously, guys. All right. That's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. I am getting back on track. I have good reasons to get back on track now. I feel like amazing about all the good things that are happening, all the good things that are going to be happening. And I know I want to keep this momentum going, which is everything, with everything in my life. So I'm working towards, moving to New York in the next few months. I'm working towards I'm actually going to set a goal for myself. I haven't set a weight loss goal for myself in a long time because I wasn't hitting any of them. I did one a few months ago where I wanted to lose 100 pounds by my birthday, and I think I was 2 pounds away. And I'm such a control freak that if things don't go my way, or if things don't, or the outcome is not what I expected or wanted, I shut down. I shut down, and I kind of don't take things for what they are, or how far I've come. I just kind of see it as a fail. I see it like I didn't accomplish it. So I didn't have control over this accomplishment. It's like it escaped me. So these are things that I'm going to be working on, but I'm going to work on a weight loss goal just to kind of keep me in check, just to kind of keep me on a good lane so that I have something that I'm working towards. Because when I don't have a goal for myself, I feel like it's so easy for me to just be like, oh, it's okay. I've already lost X amount of weight. I can take a break. But no, if I say I want to lose 20 pounds by the 1st of March, I want to be able to know that between now and the 1st of March, I am kicking butt until I get to that, until I get that goal done. Or, you know, when March 1st comes, I weigh myself, hopefully I made it. And I want to be able to be dedicated to something again. I haven't felt dedicated to something in a long time. So these are just, it's a new year, new beginnings. I am adamant about continuing to make this progress. I'm adamant about surpassing like all of my expectations. I don't want to stop midway because I've already reached so much. I want to keep going and going and going and going. So these are the things I'll be working on. These are the things that I'll be talking to you guys about in the next few videos. And speaking of which, if there's something in particular that you guys would like for me to talk about, please write them down. My brain is scattered. As you can tell, I talk about 150 things in one sentence. So it's easy for me to say, I'm going to talk about this, but then I start to talk and I forget about what I'm going to talk about. So if you guys want to talk about, if you want me to talk about something specific, write them down, comment, leave something so that I know what you want to hear, and I can help you, or I can kind of elaborate on it. I think that's about it for now, guys. I'm just happy. I'm so happy that all these things are working in my favor. It's a good feeling, and I think all of this is all due to the sleeve, because not to say that I would have never applied to school. I don't think I would have done it as fast as I did. I don't think I would have done it when I did it. I don't even think I would have gone to visit schools when I went up to New York. I don't think I would have done it. I'm no longer as like lazy, and I give all of that, all credit goes to my sleeve, because I feel like as I'm losing weight, I'm a new person. I'm moving, I'm shaking, I'm doing this, and it's making me less lazy. I want to do more, I want to accomplish more. So I am so thankful for my sleeve. You'll never hear me say I regret it. You'll never hear that come out of my mouth, ever. There have been hard moments, but I'll never say I regret it, because I can honestly tell you the sleeve has saved Tiffany's life. It saved my life. It has changed me. It's changed how I see myself. It's changed how I see people. It's changed how I see the world. It's changed everything. So this is the best thing that has ever happened to me. So I just hope that the good things continue to roll, and I can continue to update you guys with more and more and more fabulous things that are happening in my life. And I think that is it. I cannot wait to do another video for you guys. Yay. That's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I will have all my information below: email, website, Instagram, all that stuff, so you guys can keep up with me. And that's it. Okay? Nice doing a video for you guys. Peace.